Can we have a honest conversation about multicolorism? Like, can we really have a honest conversation without you getting in your feelings and being untruthful and unwilling to deal with the reality of everything? The truth of the matter is, black people are the only ones that truly practice multicolorism. All other cultures do not. And this is a fact. I live in California. The state of California is supposed to be the most multicolored state in the United States of America, right? Except for Miami. Think about this. Now, I notice that in the South, where my family stay at, which is more separated, when you go to the South, it's still kind of segregated. It's not like California where everybody is mixed up. When you have everybody, Indians, Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Mexicans, blacks, Cubans, I already said that. Italians, Japanese, Cambodians, Laotians, Arabs. I mean, you have everything here in the state of California. But I noticed something that my family in the South is doing better than us. And they are in a segregated state. Where they stay at, blacks stay more on this side of the street, and whites stay on this side of the street, and the Hispanics stay on that side of the street, and the Asians stay on that side of the street. And rarely do they interact with each other, but they seem to all be doing better. I noticed that my family down south, they have their own properties, they own their houses, they have businesses, they have barbershops, they have stores, they have grocery outlets. And then when I come back to the state of California, which is supposed to be quote unquote multicolored, and black businesses are struggling and even yet to exist. But yet I live in the most multicolored state on the planet. And yet black people are lacking in business ownership, home ownership. It doesn't make sense to me. So I want somebody to explain to me if multicolorism was so good, especially for the black community. I'm only speaking on the black community. If multicolorism was so good, then why is my cousins and family members in the South, which are living in a segregated state, why are they doing better than the black people that are living in a multicolor state? Just answer that question. That's all I want you to do. Because to me, it's really about what makes sense. It's not about the dream. I'm tired of the dream. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, my grandmother told me the only thing comes to a dreamer is a dream. And it's true. I have dreams all the time that don't come true. I even had dreams when I woke up with money laying beside me. And then when I wake up from that dream, I'm looking for the money and I can't find it. I know we have all had that dream, right? Where you won the lottery or something and you wake up in the morning looking for the money because you didn't know you were dreaming. You didn't know that you were dreaming the whole time. And to me, that's kind of like some of the dreams that people have, especially black people. They always have a dream that never comes true. And they keep saying, one day, black people, one day, black people, and one day never gets here. And generation after generation after generation passes on. And the only thing they leave them is a dream. They don't leave them businesses because black people are heavily hard. They hardly have businesses, They hardly have houses to pass over. They don't have nothing to leave but a dream. Because that's all we've been chasing. We haven't been chasing wealth and prosperity. We've been chasing the dream. That's what we've been doing. We've been chasing the dream. And in the state where I'm at, they're always talking about multicolorism. But you know what I figured out is that when they was giving out all the pamphlets to everybody saying, "Hey, we're gonna have this multicolored state, and everybody pick up a pamphlet for you know how the state is gonna run." I believe that they gave black people a different pamphlet. They most definitely gave us a different book. We're not reading from the same book. Because when I see the Chinese spending money with the Chinese. They all go into Chinese stores, Asian stores, and all the Asians come to Asian stores. And then I see the Hispanics, they have their stores, and all the Hispanics go to Spanish stores. And then all the white Americans that have their stores, all the white Americans go to their store. And black people, we go to everybody else's store because we don't have a store to go to. And that's when I come to realize that they gave us a different pamphlet. They gave us a different book. We're reading from a different book. And this is the reason why I believe that we're losing, because they're not playing along with the rules of the game. Black people, we practice multicolorism. We think it's really a thing. And I'm telling you, it's not. I live in the state of California, and they have black churches, Asian churches, Spanish churches, and white churches. If it was so multicolored, then why do you have all these segregated churches? Why? Because it really doesn't exist in real life. It just basically leads us back to the dream again. So I want somebody to really be honest and don't run from the video. Don't go back to the American dream and try to shut me down. Just be honest about multicolorism. Does it really exist? And if you believe it, do prove it to me. If I'm wrong, everybody can be wrong. But am I wrong about anything that I said this far? Because I'm seeing this with my own eyes. I live in the state of California. I know what it is. I know what it is. So how could black people be in a multicolored state and be doing the worst? And the black people that are living in the segregated states are doing better. Somebody please explain that to me. Because I have cousins on the West Coast and I have cousins back down south. And they're doing 10 times better. They're going to big universities. They're paying their kids college tuitions. They're opening up stores and businesses. And over here, the majority of my family is either on a fixed income, low housing, Section A, and they're working for somebody else. Somebody, please break this down for me. Because I know and I honestly believe that something just isn't right. And I think we're being bamboozled, hoodwinked, and we're being tricked. I believe that black people have been tricked into believing in multicolorism to make sure that we can't win. To make sure that we don't come together and think with one black mind. Because they know that if everybody get together, if we think like they think, then they know that we would be one hell of a competition. They know if we thought the way they thought, and we was reading from the same book they was reading from, they couldn't dominate us the way they do. They would have to compete with black people. And to be honest with you, I don't think these other groups want to compete against black people. I honestly believe that. And that's the reason why they're always moving the goalposts. That's the reason why they're always trying to trip us up in the race. That's the reason why they make things harder for us. It's the very reason why they make the bar 10 times higher for us to jump over compared to everybody else. Everybody else bar is way down here, and they put black people's bar 7, 8 feet above everybody else's bar. So when we try to jump over the hill to get to where they're going, we have to jump 10 times higher to get to the other side. And I honestly believe that, and that's just facts. So let me know what you think about multicolorism. Is it really a thing? Is it beneficial for black people to think that way? Or is it a bad thing? Let me know. And if you really want to debate, you know, you can hit me up at nizzatheartist@gmail.com, and we can debate, you know, over the phone or however you want to do it. We can debate. We can debate. Do multicolorism really exist? I really want to know that. I want to hear from you, and I can't wait to hear from you. Make sure you like, subscribe, smash that like button. Stay black, stay proud. Peace and love to all mankind.